Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we finished up our final town, Liban, out here in the Scarlet Orchard, on this last full Blightstorm cycle. It did have a look around, and it doesn't appear that any of us uncovered any additional chests, which is a little sad because I would have liked to have gotten some bonuses, but that's okay. So what we're going to do first is finish this Blightstorm cycle. Well, that's, actually we can take a look at it. So lots of town influences, of course, because we have lots of town scores. We won by 113 points. No, wait. No, more than that. 313 points. Some modifier score there is pretty good. The area is controlled. We had 3,600, so probably 72 fields maybe controlled. I think it's 50 points per field, but don't quote me on that. And then we got 6,300 points for our furthest expedition. I kind of wish you could see these broken down next to the other factions instead of just seeing their sum totals, but that's fine. We gained a lot of resources this time around. We're going to go spend those in the Citadel here shortly, or what we have left here in the Citadel. No, wait. These are what we get. Wait a minute. Are these what we get? These are what we get. We get another 187 food, 13 artifacts, and 13 machinery for being this highest influence here. That's really great. This is what we earned and what we spent. And then we unlocked a bunch of new content, mostly I think around level ups and things like that, but also we unlocked quite a few things in the orders, or in the upgrades tree. And then we gained 1,300 experience during this cycle. Got us to level 14 and a bit. So let's go ahead and end the cycle. So if you hadn't seen it yet, I did my patch notes read and comment for patch 0.47. The Explorer's Choice update, and I'm really interested and excited to see the new, if you haven't seen it, pause this video and go and watch it, or if you're watching the premiere, then go and watch it afterward. But if you haven't seen it yet, it's really good, it's really exciting and interesting new features around glade events. So I really want to get in here and take a look at these. I see right off we have a chest within range, which is awesome. So let's go pick that up. And that gives us 20 more artifacts. No experience, of course, but 20 more artifacts that we can go and spend now. Anything else that's also within range? Forsaken God's Temple. Yes, was it 2 or 3 updates ago where they gave us a bunch of new modifiers? 2 updates ago, the modifiers update, and sadly we were, somewhere here in the middle of a Blightstorm cycle, and so we didn't get to experience any of the new modifiers. So we have a Ruins modifier, which we've had before. We have Untamed Wilds, where nobody has settled in this region for multiple cycles. Every dangerous and forbidden glade contains 2 threats instead of 1, except glades with archaeological discoveries in the Scarlet Orchard. Well, there's no Scarlet Orchard directly in range, so never you mind that one. Here we have a corrosive torrent. The rain is especially toxic in this region. No resources will be refunded after destroying a building. We've had that one before, I think, but that's kind of meh. In terms of, I could easily combat that one. Over here we have the Forsaken God's Temple. The Forsaken God's blessings can be ambiguous. You are guaranteed to get a lot more timed orders in your order picks. Good and bad. I kind of wish I had shown this off at the end of the last episode, but we had already gone way over time, and so I didn't want to spend the time with the finality of the last event, or the last episode, the last town. So I'm just going to end up picking a location. While I'm tempted to do this one, the Untamed Wilds, especially because if I go in any of these adjacent spots here to this outpost, or this target of the Vanguard of the Stolen Keys, then we can rob them of their first town, which is an awesome, fun thing to do. Plus, the Brass Order and the First Dawn Company are both here to get the ruins that's right up here next to the Citadel. So they're also not going to get very much of a distance bonus for that. and they're going to be competing with each other for tiles, so that's not a really great place for me, I don't think, because there's not a single tile that I can go to block them both. If one of them was in one of these 2 tiles and I could go to one of them to block 2 for the first town, that would be awesome. So I think I may come out here. We haven't done Coral Forest in eons, so that would be really good. And the Untamed Wilds getting 2 Danger or Forbidden Glade events in, or 2 events in Danger and Forbidden Glades is going to be really useful for experiencing the new Explorer's Choice update, I think. So I think I'll be daring and go out to one of these out here. This one here, I guess, probably, because that's a Royal Woodlands. And that one won't block the Vanguard of the Stolen Keys. But before we do that, we need to go into the Smoldering City, and we need to take this deed that we got the last time where we completed 150 trade routes. That's just going to give us some experience. That's fine. I don't know if I have the... you can't just see your completed ones. I don't think so. I don't know if I have any of the ones that are going to give me the 3 new... here's the cages. So we haven't gotten the cages yet. Anvil's not one of the new ones. What was the other 2? Chest and Thorny Reed. It's going to be a little bit of work to try and find these. What is that one for? 30 harpies, 15 harpy houses, and 1 bathhouse. Well, that sounds harmonious. Generous rations, rain punk barrels. That one was added not long back, I think. But maybe I could be wrong on that one. I'm not going to find them easily, I can guarantee you that. But we can look for the... we can look for those, or we can just continue on. And I think we should just continue on. Because I'm not going to find them easily enough. Upgrades tree is a much better thing to look at. Way down here, we have the First Dawn headquarters. This will give us the small farm embarkation bonus, plus the +1 boost to the chance of obtaining bonus production yields. Behind that is additional embarkation bonuses. So that could be quite useful. We have a lot of stuff that we can spend. Here we have sacrifice cost decrease. Behind that is a Cornerstone reroll. That's always useful. Over here, we're way up high here. Embarkation bonuses for ale and gear options. And then, of course, the resource nodes getting a +1 to charges. Behind that are these. I'm not that thrilled about those. Over here, we have the 10% more Citadel resources when we finish. Those are always good. Behind that's a Forager's Camp embarkation bonus. I actually took a camp last time for the first time ever. Embarkation point here is always a good one to take. Down here, we have an embarkation bonus of parts. We have the +2% boost to production speed also. And here we have a +5 to the storage capacity of all buildings. That's kind of useful. I can see that would be useful. And then over here we have a provisions embarkation bonus. I think I want to take this one. And then maybe... I don't know, embarkation goods or more storage. I can't take more than 2 of these things, I don't think. Because of the food limits, or limitations. And you were, yeah, I don't use Cornerstone rerolls that much. Let's think here. Let me take this one and this one. And I can still take one of these too if I want. Which I think I'm going to take this one just to free the way to this one later. And that'll be good. Okay. So yeah, we don't really need artifacts or machinery that badly. Food is, of course, our biggest problem. This one will give us bonus food and artifacts, but that's fine. So I think we're going to go here, and we will see... Actually, it's claiming it's going to give me machinery, too. Is that icon wrong? Yeah, it's giving me all 3. Because you can see here that it's 108 food, But if I go one tile away, it's only 84 food. So it's giving me 24 extra food. It's also giving me 24 extra machinery and 24 extra artifacts. You're only 18. You're 24, but only machinery. Interesting, it's not showing all 3 icons. Either way, let's give it a try. Oof. Oh, interesting. So I can see all 4 races here, so we definitely don't get predictive of what the 3rd race might be in any of these. 9, 8, and 9. There's 2 bonuses here. We can buy 3 more people for a point. Here we have 2 stacks of food, 2 stacks of food, 3 stacks of food. The parts are a wash. The wildfire essence are a wash. Extra planks up here. Pipes are the same. Fabric's the same. Bricks are the same. Leather on these 2. Amber on this one. Wood and coal are the same. So the only extra bonus here is planks, whereas this one has extra food, extra leather and the amber. Or leather and the amber. This one has the leather and only 8 people. So this one's the worst. I would like to take the beavers and the humans rather than the lizards and the harpies, but I think the lizards and the harpies are possibly a better deal because we get the extra 2 people. Here we're going to find coal on the ground, but not copper. We're going to get crystallized dew from the trees, so that's fine. Incense from the trees as well, meat, plant fiber, and stone. And then all this other stuff here on the ground, including meat. So let's tentatively say we're going to take this one. I think I want to greedily take the other 3 people as well. And then for the others, taking additional coal could be a good thing. Oil's too expensive. We are getting extra planks, so we do not need to take wood or planks. Because we're going to do the 3 woodcutter thing again. But we may want to take stuff to make either more bricks and or more fabric. With stone coming from the trees as well as plant fiber and stone being on the ground as well as reeds, we're going to have a decent supply of both. But depending on which trees we have nearby, we may not get a lot of either one. So I think we should take 1 of those at least, possibly 2. We could take the clay so that we could make some pottery later, but then again, 42 clay is not going to make us that much pottery, so it probably doesn't matter. If we took both, and the reason I'm taking these instead of these materials is because these are more expensive, 3 stone or reeds at the makeshift post. No, the basic workstation. I was confused the 2 names. Will give us 14 of whichever. So these are cheaper. You just have to spend the villager to make them. And then I think the last 3 points could be spent on food, unless we wanted to take the herbalist, which would get us herbs, berries, and mushrooms. No to all 3. Oh, herbs. There's herbs on the list. Or we could take the small farm for 5 points, which is a little too expensive for my tastes. So let's take 42 meat, 42 veg, and let's take... Although we're done, never mind. Oh, the 42 veg, no. Let's take the 28 and 28 of those 2, because this one's worth 2 points. Unless we wanted to take the extra coal, but I think I'm going to pass on that because we're going to get coal on the ground at some point at least. And let's go. All right, so of course we have our Untamed Wilds modifier. We also have our diverse flora and inspiring pressure effects from the biome. Our forest mystery for the drizzle is the forest fruits are so ripe they almost fall into the basket on their own. Gathering speed is increased by 50%. Nice. And that must affect every gatherer, not just food gatherers, I assume. I don't know if it'll affect woodcutters. We'll have to check. Of course, we have Looming Darkness. Quaking Bog. Gathering speed is decreased by 50%. That's fun. But it's not that bad because it's only during the storm. Also add hostility 2. You lose 1 unit of a random type of water for every 2 units of water used in rain engines. Interesting. Add hostility 2, again, only during the storm. Hostility 4, greater threat. Every dangerous and forbidden glade discovered grants -2 to global resolve during the storm. Oof. Oof. And also at hostility 4, goods seem to be mysteriously disappearing. Villagers have a 10% chance of consuming twice the amount of goods when using services. Scales with hostility. Okay. We have a L-shaped configuration here. Start out with our woodcutters camps, of course. You and you and you. And pause. Looks like we have humans for our 3rd race. Do I want the global carry capacity over the global resolve? Probably. We could always change it up during the storm if we wanted to, though. During the storms. Plural. Okay, and let's see. We don't really care who goes into these, so I'm just going to put a few of everybody in. And we'll just jack that hostility right up. Alright, let's see here. Well, it doesn't matter what we do. I want to put housing behind here, I think, like I usually do, and or on this side of it. So we'll clear those spots kind of first-ish, and then we can kind of just do whatever, depending on timing. We have some resources in our glade, of course. Let me do this part first. Go there. You all can go over here. And you all can go over... Actually, you all can go in this corner, maybe. All y'all can go in that corner. The last road can go this way. Give our tic-tac-toe pattern. And so we have... What is this? Reeds? Reeds here. That's good. And some vegetables. That's good, too. We can go ahead and have them build those, but I think we'll do our usual crude workstation first. Maybe not the makeshift post yet. And then we can do the harvester's camp. And then the forager. Yep. There you go. First cornerstone. Bonus is stone production, which includes stone production from the trees. So every time we actually hit a stone bonus in a tree, we'll get 3 instead of 1. Not a bad deal. Water is not only used to power engines. Woodcutting speed will increase by 10% for every 150 units of water used in rain engines. Interesting. Interesting. That could be very interesting. Very useful. In this biome especially, given the fact that we have so many different resources coming from the trees, the woodcutters moving faster means more stuff. +1 of stormwater production for every 2 woodcutters in your settlement. We get 4 right away if we were collecting stormwater right now, but this isn't permanent because we will have a varying amount of woodcutters, especially during the storms. And you're only gaining stormwater during the storms at the rain collector, unless you have the correct geyser. So maybe not that one, even though that's tempting. And then trade logs, 1 additional active trade route slot. I think I'm going to do driving water. Although steel pickaxes is really tempting. But I think we'll be okay with just driving water. It'll be okay. Alright. Chop, chop, build, build, dig, dig. Things. I'm going to put a road across here, too. Go up 1 speed, level 2. You can work a lizard. We're going to use reeds here. And we're going to use stone here. And we're going to use not that there. You're only going to make 10 of each, which means you're going to make a few fabrics and a few bricks, but not any planks for right now, which is great and fine. We never looked at our first building choice here. Granary, which is bonus to fabric. excuse me, as well as better fabric, better pickled goods over what we can make right now, and better packs of crops over what we can make right now. The kiln, coal from wood, not as great in this biome because we can mine coal, but also the trees yield less wood than in certain other places like the raw woodlands. So maybe not, but better bricks and better jerky could be useful, especially because we're going to see lots of meat here. So having a jerky recipe, it would be good to have no matter what, even if we replace it later with a 2 or 3 star. The furnace, copper bars, we don't need. 2-star bricks, 2-star pie, both could be useful if we had a pie specifically, if we had flour already. So I think my best choice here is the granary, but maybe the kiln, because the forester's hut, while it gives you the resin, we don't really need the crystallized dew here. So I would pass on that. But let's take a look at our orders, and that may influence our blueprint choices, or vice versa. Packs of building materials, and here's those new flat icons. This means deliver. So we, or I don't know what words they use there, but ooh, that's not good. What words did they use for those icons? Words. There were words. I lost them in the patch notes here. There. I guess, yeah, that's probably deliver goods. That makes sense because you're giving them up here. Or we can have human resolve up. I think we're going to do this one because it also gives us that bonus to planks and a bunch of bricks that we could retroactively use to make the packs of building materials. And 4 tools isn't a bad deal here either. Let's go with that option. And then here, Harpy Resolve at 13 gives us more harpies, some berries, and some parts. Or Lizard Resolve at 13 gets us more lizards, more meat, and more parts. I think the Lizard Resolve is probably better here. Not because the lizards are a little easier to make happy, even though they kind of are. But I don't know how good 30 berries are going to be for me, whereas 30 meat might actually be useful. We'll go toward things that I'm going to make. 30 berries, we'll just burn through those in no time. Whatever we make out of them. So let's do this one, since they're basically equivalent otherwise. Complete any 2 glade events and deliver 5 more packs of building materials. That could be decent. So a bunch of jerky, some parts, and 4 random people. Or sell goods worth at least 16 amber to traders or trade routes, and have 10 amber you're willing to give away to deliver. Get 6 tools, 2 wildfire essences, and 2 people. Did we take a... Yeah, we get some parts from that. The tools would be nice, but we could make tools fairly easily here with the crystallized dew we're getting. So maybe this one's the better one because of that. Because I just don't know how much jerky we'll be able to make with the meat we'll have. Plus there's 4 people here, which couldn't hurt. So maybe we'll do that one. 5 more of these, which is fine. Alright, so let's do that. That'll be a little bit off anyway because we'll have to clear 2 glade events anyways. So I'm a little torn here on which one of these I should take. I guess given that it's lizard happiness, maybe the jerky is a better option. Especially because the pickled goods are going to require some kind of vessel. And that kind of vessel is going to be a little bit of time in coming. Barrels... Well, we'll have crystallized dew, so we could make barrels with crystallized dew and wood. The water skins will require leather, which means we'll have to have a ranch, and then the pottery is going to require clay, which we have no access to except for trading. So maybe this one is the better one. Yeah, let's go with it. Go with it anyway, Molly. Rain mill. Packs of building materials bonus, that'll be helpful for this. It's only a 1 star, but it's a 1 star as opposed to 0. Flour and scrolls here. Flowers are 3 stars, that's good. Granary makes a new appearance, or another appearance. Manufactory, it's a bit early for this, although the packs of provisions would be kind of nice too for trading. For trade routes specifically. Or the artisan, coats, pigment, and barrels. Well, we talked about the barrels, that could be a possibility. I think I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do the granary. I should do the rain mill. Yeah, let's do the rain mill. And then the stamping mill, which would have been a better option probably than the rain mill. Maybe, maybe not. Artisan appears again, this time in a standard slot as opposed to the bonus slot. Herbs, berries, and mushrooms. That's only herbs. I'm not going to take it. Cookhouse is huge, though. Cookhouse is huge. But it skewers biscuits and pigment, which could be useful. Probably more so than coats, because coats are going to only be able to be used by the humans. We get pigment either way. Barrels could be useful for the vessel requirement. To make... Yeah, I'll take the artisan. To make the whatchamacallit that we had in the last one. To make the pickled goods. Because the lizards like pickled goods. And with a jerky recipe and a pickled goods recipe, that means we can probably get this one up a little bit more reasonably, time-wise. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to build a rain collector here. And I'm going to build a kiln here. And I'm going to... wait on the rest, I think. Oh, I need to build the rain mill. Yes, I need to build the rain mill. And that'll go right here behind that, I think. Good enough? Good enough. We'll put a harpy in here eventually. We probably should actually already. This is going to go over there for work. This is going to come down here for work. You guys are all chopping. Let's push this a little bit further that way. Go there. Definitely going to put a lizard in here. We don't want to make bricks here anymore. Cancel you. Turn that. Oh, we don't want to make fabric here either. Oh, cancel you again. Just planks here. Because we took the granary, right? Did we not? Wait a minute, did I not take the granary and I thought I did? I didn't take the granary. Crap. Well, we still have the field kitchen. We should build that. Then. So we can make the pickled goods if we're gonna go that route. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Oops. Okay, unpause. We can probably get you started on all of those, actually. Meat, please. Stone, please. Maybe not that many bricks, because it's only 1 star. Make all that you can, and I'm going to put 1 lizard in there to make all that you can. Actually, you're bored, because we have so many planks. I'm actually going to pull you out and let you do something else. The kitchen doesn't need to make that. We won't make biscuits yet. Although, a human could go into here if I had one. Free. Lizard, go work there. Human, come work here.
Yeah.
Don't want those, but we do want these. And I think we're going to use planks here still. Which means I probably want to put another lizard back in there. But just 5. Oh, I do need to make the thing. That one thing. For the packs of provisions. The makeshift post. That's the thing. That's the stuff. At least for a little while. Okay, so keep going. We're going to want more chopping here. Okay. And let's build some houses, too. How many builders do I have? Just 1. Oof. I assigned too many jobs. 3 right there. Right here. Right here. We need 14. So that's 5 houses. Oof. You can keep chopping over here. Build away, guy. So I suppose I should allow them to burn coal in the fire. Since we're going to be making it. And since it's 2 to 1, and this burns for 1:08, which is 1, 2, 3, 4-ish to 1. Don't check my math. Or do check my math, that's fine. 68, yeah, 1:08. Okay. 17 times 4 is 1:08. Yep. So it's more efficient to burn coal than to burn wood in the fire. Everybody is surprised. That's 4. I want to put another one right in there. House. There we go. I should probably pull some of these woodcutters out. So that they can do other things. Like build. That would be good. Although I probably should throw another one of these in here. Good, I wanted that to happen. You emptied your stuff out? Great. Pull that down to hostility 1. That will be good, I think. By the way, I left a 3x3 space here to put a 3x3 building in. Let's put somebody to work here. Maybe a harpy. And somebody to work here. Maybe a human. Although maybe I should have waited. Let's wait. Wait. Go over there and do the things. Build the stuff, do the things. Last house is getting done right about there. Great. Okay, harpy, come back. Human, come back. There you are. We can do that now. We can do this. We can do that. We can do one of these here, even though we can't do it yet. And we should probably look at what glade we want to open up first. This one's in my way. I'm going to want to open it up. But in terms of danger glades, we're going to have to open up, either go straight to this one or open up someplace in the middle anyway. The rest of them are kind of okay. Maybe back here would be kind of good too. But I think we'll have to just open this one up first. First. So that we can get it out of the way. In my way. Harpy Resolve just went down for some reason that I can't enumerate at the moment. Probably just satisfaction of jerky. And you're waiting on planks because I didn't put somebody in here to work. Oops. We had all the planks. Gonna hop out. Maybe come and help over here. Get some planks made. I returned everything. Good. Great. I was ready for it. Didn't need to do it. Alright, we have Cornerstones. Alarm bells, the brass order's newest invention. An intricate system of sensors that can detect corruption before it spreads too much. Workers have a 15% higher chance of producing double yields when the hearth's expected corruption rate is 200% or higher. Interesting. Minus 40 to hostility for every hearth upgraded to level 2 or higher. Copper extractor. 1 copper ore for every 5 wood produced. All crystallized dew productions reduced by 1. No thank you. Extraction tools. Set of specialized tools made to extract artifacts. Gain 6 artifacts for every 2 completed dangerous and forbidden glade events. Well, we are going to be doing a lot of these, but we are also going to have a lot of hostility. So I think we should do this one. I want them both, as per usual, but I think we should do this one. I didn't put in, by the way, one of these. I will wait. People? I will wait for just a moment, that is. Humans would be good here, because we have the least amount of humans, and we probably could use more of them. 24 food versus 30 food, but 4 people versus 3 people. 4 people should take the win always, so, because some people are better than no people. And let's just restaff this for now. And let you all go to town on those few trees right there. Put that other human back in here. Or in here, I should say. for a while. We don't have any building to go on anyways, so that should be fine to not have any builders. Hopefully you will have some planks ready soon. Please. What do we have here? Small abandoned cache and a reed field. Yeah, not a big deal here. Let's do that maybe, and then this maybe. There we go. And I'm going to put you down here then. Inside. Inside. Do the thing. I mean, we have 3 extra people here that we don't need necessarily cutting trees, so we can take care of that whenever. Garden could go right there if they trimmed that one tree that I want them to trim that they're not trimming. Because reasons. I'll mark this, even though we don't have the people doing the building anymore right now. But that's fine. How are you doing? You're walking a long way for no reason. Move you over here. There you are. Good job. Finally got to that tree. Park, please. Go. Don't have a builder. Let's make a builder. Pull one of you out of here. Maybe more? Maybe not. Next set of orders. 16 lizard resolve. 2 glades. Bonus to jerky, that would be good. Amber and extra lizards. Or deliver a bunch of building materials. Get 40 leather, which would help us make a few water skins if we could get this recipe. 40 clay, which would help us make some pottery if we could get the recipe. And 2 wildfire essence. I think we should go ahead and try the happy lizard one again because we get to get 13 for this one. So we might as well try to get 16 for this one. And outpost. I think we could probably pull that off if we tried hard enough. Neighborhood level 2. Yeah, we can do this. We just need 14 people, which we already have, or 16, whatever it is. We have it anyway. 10 amber is going to be a little bit harder to get, though. So we don't have any. We could potentially sell enough stuff to get 10 amber. Potentially. Wait. I'm going to close these. I'm going to look at... Oh, to look at this. We get 10 amber from this one, but I'm not going to make it to that in time. In 6 minutes. Can we manage to pull off 10 amber from trades? Maybe. This one would give me a butcher, which would be really nice to have. Really nice to have. 10 lizards, 22 resolve, though. That's going to be a little while off. That's one of the new symbols. Need fulfilled for clothing. No. Bonus to meat production and 40 extra skewers. This would be really nice to do. I just don't know that we can pull off getting our hands on 10 amber in 6 minutes. I don't know that we can. If it was almost anything but 10 amber, that would be really, really nice. 10 amber. Do I have any idea? What about... Don't really want to sell parts, though. Could we make packs of something? Not crystallized dew. That's packs of trade goods. We don't have that. We are making packs of building materials, but those are going to be expensive to make anyway. Packs of provisions we could potentially make. They're going to be worth 40 cents each. And packs of crops, maybe too. But those are only going to be worth... Those are worth 59 cents each. But we also get... for 6 of any of these things, we get 3 of those, which means $1.20. For 6 of any of these things, we get 2 of these, which means $1.18. So almost the same. $1.20 means we would need to have... Including the markup for amber, we would need to have 12.5 amber worth, which is 10, 11 recipes of this. We're not going to be able to pull that off with what we have right now. Those are also going to take 50 seconds to craft, which means that's our whole 6 minutes right there. I don't think I can pull that off. I could get lucky with a trade route that gives me a lot of money, but they don't give you that much money at 0. I don't think we can pull this order off. So we're going to go with this one and work on the lizard's happiness even more. Feel free to correct me in the chat or the comments or on Discord if I missed something obvious with that, but I think that that's the way that it is, but I could be wrong. I'm going to pull one of these out of each of these just so I have more workers, and have 2 in each instead of 3 and 2. That way, so we have 2 times 3 instead of 3 times 2. That way we spread out the work a little bit, but we don't have as many people. Ah, nice. There's our comfort decoration. That's really good. And yeah, we already have 15 people, so... Oh, we need to put up another house. Shelter. Here. 3, yep. 3, yeah. None of this yet. We should probably start making packs of provisions, though, if I can get somebody in here to make them out of probably meat. Although, eggs might be better for a while. So do eggs. Just make, like, 6. Have you made my stuff? You have. Let's go ahead and turn that in. That bonus to plank production will be very useful right now. I need to reset you both, I guess. So that you're making 3 instead of 2. I don't know if it would trigger after the effect on... Oh, we wanted to look at that gather bonus that we didn't look at while it was here. Alright, we'll look at it next year. Next year. So here's one of our new events. We can break this open to get 6 food stockpiles and 20 copper ore. For just the low cost of 12 stone. Or we can use 9 tools, which we don't have, to get 10 amber, which we could have used if I had have thought about that as an option. Although we don't have 9 tools, so it doesn't matter all that much at all. To get 10 amber and a half a point. So I think we should go ahead and do this one. I'm just going to put 1 person in here. We're going to choose this option. So what I kind of don't like with this is it feels like the game is almost saying you could choose, I mean, not exactly because of these arrows, but it's almost saying that you could choose these separately. I think it'd be better if somehow this was 1 box as opposed to separate boxes in terms of the way that it looks, the way that the way that you kind of can interpret it from this. Either way, we want this because food stockpiles would be good for us. And the copper ore, well, we could use that for something. Maybe. One thing or another. Packs of building materials, even. Monastery. It's a bit early for these. This will give us minus 100 hostility, though, so that's not a bad deal. Workshop will get us 2-star recipes for all of these things. That's not a bad deal either, because we can get rid of the other one. Cookhouse reappears. It's less useful now, especially because we're going to have a skewer recipe coming, right? Still, did I pick the right thing? Yes, eventually. So maybe not that useful. Plus, we already have the pigment. Biscuits would be nice, but we could make them if we had the flour. Cooperage barrels could be useful if we wanted to make pickled goods, although expensive, relatively speaking. Training gear and cosmetics could be useful, but probably later. I think for the first time in a very long time, I should take the workshop. And I think I should put the workshop right up next to this. We should turn off... We need to turn the fabric back on, don't we? Yeah, we need to turn the fabric back on. Well, we don't, because we're going to have that. We should turn these all off. We can send... We don't have any there. We can turn off this then. Send this back. And we can get that building. So that we can... make those things there, and we can get rid of this one then, which would be nice. Yep, fuel's looking good. If we get to the point where we need coal for a glade event, we can deal with that there. That one was probably still my best bet, so I think we'll open that one up, but we're going to wait until after the storm, or the end of the storm anyway, and we'll keep trimming these trees. You can keep trimming trees too. Not yet, I guess. Not yet for the move, that is. That's fine. Oh, there you are, chopping the one I want you to chop. Good. We're halfway through Hostility 2 as well. There. How it goes? Chop, chop. Good, you finished. For these, one person is fine. I mean, it's going to take them a bit to haul that stuff back, but they do get the +5 carry bonus from the harpy being in here, so it's not all bad. Move up a little bit. Let's put down some more road. You can move down there a little bit. You two can come out. What do we need? Oh, we need fabric. Actually, one of you needs to come back in. Make me a spot of fabric. Just one recipe. All we need is 2. Yep. Well, all we need is 1, but... Oh, really? Okay. How about you, then? Whoever gets there first. Not you. Turn that off. Send this back. So, everybody's housed. We need to pull some woodcutters out, probably. This will be done in a minute. I think I'll pull them down from this end. Yeah, let's see how deep they go. See how sad they get. -2. Okay, yeah, let's pull you and you. And you. Alright, we're going to pull these folks then over here to do some tree chopping. I think we can probably just get rid of this. Wait a minute, I want them to empty it out first. Empty it out first. So we're not going to do that just yet. Alright. But I also just noticed the time. So I think after we chuck a couple of lizards or something in here, and get rid of that crude workstation, we should be ready to end this episode here. You're going to make all the things. That's good. No, not pipes. We'll go down with the stuff for pipes. You're going to make all the things, so that's good. And we will pop this glade open after the storm. I'm going to bring you folks down here to start working on that. We'll go ahead and mark it right now, but we're not going to open it up until the next episode. No, wait, wrong thing. There we go. We're not going to open up till the next episode, and that way we can see what the excitement's going to be within there. So, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.